What up? Welcome back. This is the second part of our video. In our last video, we just got finished removing the black background color and we added the white background color. And we're going to continue by making 4 cells in our collection view. So let's get started. And before we get started, if you didn't watch the first part of the video, look in the descriptions below and click on the link. And it'll have the link to the first part of the video. But let's jump right into it.
Now to do that, we need to add our number of items in sections. This is going to be the number of our collection views. So I'm going to do a shortcut and call number of items in sections. So it's that one. And I'm going to return 4. So it's going to return 4 collection view items. And another thing that we need to add is cell for index item at index path, that one. Okay, let me make sure is that the right one. So for item index path, collection view cell, yeah, and that's the right one. So now that we have this, let me move this to the side so we have more space to write. So I'm gonna create a cell variable, and this cell is gonna be equal to a collection view, DQ reusable cell. And now we will need a reusable identifier. And how we will get the reusable identifier is first we're going to create a variable for that identifier. And we're going to call it a cell ID and set that equal to cell. Okay. So now we can put cell ID, and we're going to use the index path variable up here. So index path. Okay. And now that before we done with this function, we want to return the cell to remove the error. Okay. So now let's see if it'll show our class, or not our class, but our number of sections. Now I don't think it will show. Okay, it's giving us an error. And the reason why it's giving us an error because we haven't registered our class yet. I think that's what the error will say. So must register a class for identifier. So this is also a learning experience for you. So shows you how to read the errors. It's something I forgot, but a good learning curve. So how we're going to register our class is we're going to register our class in the setup collection view function. So we're going to call our collection view again. We're going to register class, and it's going to be cell class for with reusable identifier, that one. Okay. So now our cell class is going to be equal to a UI collection view cell. So let me type that out, collection view cell, that one. And our reusable identifier will be what we already created, cell ID. Okay, that one. So now we have it registered. And another thing I want to do before, it's asking us to add self to it. So there you go. You can use that. You can add it yourself or let it correct you. Another thing I want to do, because when you create these 4 sections, it's going to come out white, so you won't know that they're there. So let's give them some color so we know how they look like. So cell, and these are basically cells. So cell background color is going to be equal to UI color, and we're going to make it a blue color. Okay, so now that we have our collection view registered, let's call it or run it, see what it shows up. We have our 4 sections, and we have them blue in a blue color. But now the next thing we want to do is we want to make them the size of our iPhone, and we want them to be able to slide through them. So let's do that. So to fix the size of them, we simply call another function, and this function is called size for item at that one. Size for item at, so layout collection view layout size for item at. So this is we're gonna return the size of our cells. So return CG size, and it's gonna be width and height. So the width is gonna be equal to view dot frame dot width. So that'll give us the whole width of our iPhone. And the height is gonna be view dot frame dot height, and that's going to be the whole height of our iPhone. So now let's build and run that, see what size it returns. Okay, so now it gives us a full height of our cells, and we have our 4 cells here. But remember how I wanted them, or how our end project looked? It was sliding more to the left and right instead of up and down. So we're going to fix that. And we're also going to fix the gap that we have here, because the gap will then turn to the side. So we're going to fix both of those in one. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go to our setup collection view function, and I want to add that in. So what I'm going to do is under register, I'm going to add our page enabling. Or actually, the first thing I'm going to add is the size, basically how we swipe, where we swipe to left to the right. So we're going to put let flow layout, and this is a variable we're going to create. Flow layout equal to collection view, and the collection view will equal to collection view layout as UI collection view flow layout. UI collection view, and let me type flow layout so it can autocomplete. So we're going to create this if statement. So then we're going to have the flow layout, going to give a scroll direction, and the scroll direction is going to be horizontal. And our flow layout, minimum line spacing, this will get the white lines out of our line spacing. So we're going to equal to that to 0. And the next thing that we're going to do in order for the the cells to snap in place is to enable the paging enable. That's what it's called. So collection view dot is paging enabled. I'm going to set that equal to true. Okay. So now let's build and run that. So what you see here is when we slide to the right, you see at the bottom, the only way you can tell is that it's moving is we see our scroll bar moving in 4 different places. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. So in order for us to make it more visible to the eye to let us know that what we did is working fine, we're going to create an array of colors and basically have each cell equal to a color that we're going to define. So we're going to do this in our cell for index at path, and we're going to create an array down here, and I'm going to create a variable called let colors, create a variable called colors, and this is going to be an array of UI colors. Okay, and this UI color is going to be equal to, and you can put whatever color you would like, but I'm going to put the first color as blue, the second color as green, the third color as red, and remember to put the dot and then the color name, and the fourth color as yellow. Okay, so now in order to change our cell colors, and I spelt red wrong, that's reb, sorry guys. So in order for our cell to be the array of colors that we just named, we need to change this from UI blue color to our colors array. All right. And for each color to each cell to take a color in order, in this order, we need to define this as the index path dot item. Okay. So now let's build and run. All right, so let's slide it once. We got green, we got red, and we got, come on, we got yellow. So you can slide them from left to right, right to left. So
Good job, guys. Now you're able to create a feature inside your app that allows you to swipe and swipe. So now you can add this to an app that you currently have or a new app that you're trying to make. But if you want to learn how to make a YouTube replica that has this feature in it, please click on the link below. On the link below, you'll also see a 50% coupon code. So please look at the details, email me, comment if you want more details about it because it's only good for a limited time. But thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe. We're going to have many, many videos showing. So hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for next video.